today's video, we're gonna create this whole glam that I have right here on my face without using brushes, guys. And I'm using the 3 products that I really hate to use. Fingers, I hate that. A beauty blender, oh my god. And then a powder puff. Who used a powder puff in 2020, right? So if you're ready to see how I created this look using no brushes, keep on watching. Mwah. Today, let's just have fun. I'm gonna be creating a whole full face, guys. My complexion, contour, blush, foundation, everything, including my eyes, with no brushes. So first, we're gonna start with my foundation from La Prairie, and this is on the shade and Soleil Peche NC40. I have this beautiful foundation, guys. If you are not familiar with La Prairie, this is skincare, guys. This is really not makeup. This is a beautiful skin-like foundation. It is one of the most full coverage skincare foundations that I have. So if you're looking for a good skin foundation, but you still want it to have coverage, this is where it's at. So I'm gonna start with a little, and if I need more, we'll go ahead and apply more, guys. But that foundation from La Prairie, a little bit goes a long way, so be careful. I'm gonna be blending this foundation with my fingers. Ah, you don't know how much I don't like this. Get my foundation out a little bit towards my neck. And as you can see, look at the difference already, guys. We have this side with the foundation and this side without it, and I'm gonna be applying a little tiny bit more wherever I need a little bit more coverage, which it will be right there, a little bit right here on my chin. I suggested that wherever you need a little bit more coverage, kind of just dab it so you don't lose everything you just apply right there. Don't forget to bring your foundation a little bit towards your neck, guys. Now around the eyes, I'm gonna be just dabbing it so it can blend in the skin. So pretty, guys. So this is where we are so far. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more coverage just right here on this side. Yes, I'm going nuts. I just want to pick up my foundation brush and be done. But done. Okay, guys, so we already have the foundation done, and then now we gotta move on to the concealer. All right, Pomegranate concealer on the shade 7. I always like to shake my foundations and concealer. It's like a thing. And then I'm going to literally, guys, dab this right here. Don't overdo it, guys. You want to go light, and if you need more products, then you apply more. I'm literally doing my face the same way that I do it when I'm using my makeup brushes. So for this part, guys, I am gonna be using my beauty blender because now after I apply my foundation with my fingers, I'm just going through with the beauty blender. And then let me start right here by my eyelids. And then let me blend that right here really quick. I know. So we already have the foundation and we have the concealer done. Now I'm gonna be using my Pomegranate under eye powder, and this is on the shade Light. It's really translucent, guys, as you can see. Perfect. So before we apply powder, I'm gonna go back with my beauty blender and make sure I don't have no creases and that everything right here is nice and smooth. Guys, I don't remember when was the last time that I used a beauty blender. So now I'm gonna be going with my Tati powder puff, whatever it is, and I'm going to be flipping it like this, okay? So I end up with this little pointy thing, and that's how I'm going to be setting my under eyes. So I'm going to be grabbing the powder with the tip of this how can we call it, powder puff. And let's do this. And for some reason, guys, this makeup is actually being faster than when I do it with my brushes. Really only on my T-zone, guys, because I'm still not done with creams. If we're doing this, guys, with no brushes, we all know the easiest way to kind of do this is working with more cream liquid products than powders, of course. So that's what I'm trying to do right here. And I'm gonna be going into my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminator, and this is on the intensity 3. And for this, guys, I'm going with my beauty blender first. And for this step, guys, I'm going to grab my ring finger, and I'm gonna be grabbing a little bit of this product. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to make a line. We're gonna start right here from the tip of our ear, going down, I will say, into where our eyebrow tips end. Just like that. And that is so freaking dark. Okay, so now I'm gonna be grabbing my beauty blender, and let me start blending this out. I'm pinching my beauty blender, guys, like this, so it's a little bit more skinnier, and that's how I'm gonna be blending my contour, because I don't like my contour thick. I like my contour really snatched. That, guys, that is perfect. And I am loving my contour, guys. Look at that. It is snatched just how I do it when I have my brushes. So now, guys, with the very tip of my beauty blender, this little pointy right here, I'm gonna be grabbing a little bit of my cream contour with that. Like, I'm barely putting it in there. I'm gonna tap it right here first on the back of my head, and I'm going to draw a straight line. So hard, guys. We were here in Miami, and we're getting like the bad part of the hurricane thing. It's okay, guys. It's not like perfect, but what can we do about it? So now pinch your beauty blender a little bit and drag that line that you made down. And yes, guys, we have the nose contour right there. I do see it. So now we're done with that. We are gonna go back with the powder puff, and I'm gonna be using my bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is on the shade 10. Beautiful bronzer. Pinching this again, and with the tip of it, I'm gonna be grabbing a little bit of the bronzer. Let me go like this a little bit to make sure all excess it's out of there. And as you can see, I have my bronzer right there. So I'm gonna start from up here, and I'm gonna drag it down. But when I'm about right here, guys, I'm barely gonna be touching my skin. I'm gonna just let it go. Look at that, guys. That is so freaking pretty. On my nose. And then now, guys, I'm going into my blush. This is the color of Passion. I reviewed this baby from Charlotte Tilbury, guys, a minute ago, and I forgot that I had it. This is the color of Passion. It is a beautiful, beautiful color, guys. So now I'm going to be grabbing this with my ring finger. Watch this blush, guys. This blush, it's super pigmented. Look at my finger. I'm going to dab a little bit right here. And with the same finger, I'm going to go right away into the other side. Let me blend it with my ring finger. And I'm going to be dragging it upwards, my forehead, I'm gonna grab a little bit more for right here for my nose. So I do love, love, love how my complexion is looking, guys. It is looking totally flawless, okay, not for nothing. So now I'm gonna be using my highlighter palette from Hourglass, and this is powder. So I want my highlighter to be booming. I don't have no brushes, so I have a little technique trick, and this is my setting spray. So of course I'm gonna be working with my fingers. I'm gonna spray my fingers. I cleaned my fingers. I make sure I don't have no foundation, no blush, and none of that. And I'm just gonna be spreading my ring finger. Let it dry for a few seconds, and I'm going into this middle shade right here. Let me place it right here on my nose. Look how booming that is. Okay, going a little bit more, and I'm only gonna put it on the highest points of my cheeks, guys. So you see now, because you wet your fingers with the setting spray, your finger, it's gonna be a little bit tacky. It's grabbing the highlighter and it's placing it so nice, guys, in here on your cheeks. I'm gonna just use this really quick with the other side that I don't have no product, and I'm just gonna go really slightly right here. I'm just making sure I don't have no harsh lines, none of that, between one product and the other one. And this is what we have so far. Now we're gonna go into the fun part, and it is the eyes. So I'm gonna just clean my hands and make sure I don't have no product, and I beat. So now for the eyes, I'm going to be using my little palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in the color Walk of No Shame. Walk of No Shame, yes. And I'm gonna be using this palette because it is a simple palette to use, and this is what is this video about, right? To do everything simple, kind of do everything quick. So now we're gonna start with this shade right here, the prime shade, and we're gonna be working with my ring finger, and then I'm gonna be using my middle finger to blend whatever I place with my ring finger. Okay, so with the ring finger, I'm gonna be grabbing the prime shade, and I'm gonna just place it in my whole entire eye. I'm placing, and then now with my middle finger, I'm going to be blending. So now we're gonna go into the Enhanced shade. You see how I placed it with my ring finger. Now I'm going into my middle finger, which is a clean finger, and we're going to start. Perfect, guys. So with my powder puff, I'm gonna be dragging this product outwards to make sure I have that. So now with the little tip of my powder puff, I'm going into the Enhanced color, and I'm going to be placing on my crease, and I'm going right here. Perfect, guys. So now we're going into this shade right here, of course, with my finger, and I'm gonna be placing this shade in my whole entire lid. I'm going to be going to the other side of my powder puff. I'm going to wet this little tip right here. I'm going to pinch it, and I'm going into the lightest shade of my palette, just like that, and I'm gonna place this in my tear duct. And then now we're going into the Smoke shade, and I'm gonna be placing the shade right here in my whole entire outer V, and I'm gonna bring it into my crease. Let's go to another side that I won't have no product. I'm not gonna be adding anything. I'm just gonna use this side to blend right here on my brow bone. I'm just patting right on top of it, and then I'm going to do some blending right here. Tip in the same shade, Smoke, I'm gonna be placing it on my lower lash. And then now we're gonna go into this Jewels Pop on the shade Walk of No Shame, And I'm gonna be placing this baby on my lid. If you don't have long nails like me, I suggest to just grab it with your fingers and place it on your whole lid. And I'm just gonna put this right here on my lid. My eyeliner on the shade Precious Opal from Wenga. I'm gonna be lining my waterline, and also I'm going to make a small soft wing on my upper lashes, just like this. Back with my powder puff, and I'm looking for a side that I don't have no product, and I'm just gonna drag this a little bit towards my outer V. So let me just do this eye, and let me place mascara, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so now we have the face done, the eyes done, and of course we need to line our lips because I always line my lips. And I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and I guess let me grab my beauty blender. We gotta figure things out right here. With the tip of the beauty blender, I'm gonna be grabbing some bronzer, and let's do this. Okay, you can perfectly line your lips with the tip of this beauty blender. So if you didn't know, and now you know. Now I'm gonna go in with my MAC Wear lip liner. Let me just line my lips really quick. Okay, that is nice and neat. And then now guys, I have right here my baby from Gucci, and this is on the shade The Painted Veil, guys. Oh, I love this lipstick so freaking much. It is a beautiful rose gold, and it's matte. I love a Gucci matte formula. Way better than the side one. Look at that. So we are done. I think with pretty much everything. Let me just go back with my highlighter palette. And with my finger, I'm going to be applying a little bit more of highlighter right here on my cupid's bow. This is a really simple, soft look, guys. All the products that I use are soft. All the products that I use are really skin-like. But this is a makeup look that you can really use all day long, morning, afternoon, and nighttime. And you're gonna look beautiful. The face looked flawless, and it really didn't give me no problem, guys. No excuses. We can always get this glam on for sure, guys. So let me know in the comments down below if you like this kind of videos. Don't worry, the new releases, they're not gonna stop. They're gonna keep coming and on time for you guys. But let me know if from time to time you like and enjoy this kind of videos where I just give you some tips, some tricks, or whatever I have for you guys. But alright babes, I enjoy being here with you guys. Thank you again for your time. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, don't leave here without going down below and clicking the little red button so you become a part of my family. Mwah, love you all, guys. See you on the next one.